noticed that we changed things a bit since we last played. Some of those things will become apparent. One of the big ones is we now have a river that has seasonal flooding, so that'll be fun dealing with that. But I think as long as we set up a pier around the area, we can use it for power. Lovely, lovely. Um, that's gonna be good. And we are back in the tribal era, finishing Coco, then heading into the Witcher stuff because I there was things happened. Corrupted obelisk dropped out of nowhere, and you know, let's let's go ahead and research it. Why not? You know, every white person in a scary movie ever, but there's some good stuff in here. I'm hoping. Uh, the early ones are kind of weird and have weird drawbacks, but you know, if it gets me further and does things, then sure, we'll get into it. Um, but I figured I'd come back in now, because you know I was playing anyways, and things are going a little differently than they were last time. We still have Simeon Beaker from the last game because I used prepare carefully, and I saved them uh, just so I wouldn't have to start all the way over. It's really annoying rolling random characters. One of my not favorite things. It's not like I make perfect characters. I just like get it good enough, and then the babies really are going to be where our awesome traits lie. Um, but here's the thing: is Trotrin here is the third of our starting trio that we didn't have before, and having all three of them is really acting as a boon. Another big change I've made is I'm starting to use the pebbles from the collecting spot that I've put in here, so it's active or available. But we didn't have to have ground floors inside. And they do a lot more. I was looking earlier. They do 8 damage and 12% trap armor penetration versus 13 damage and 20% armor penetration. It does take more work to build, but I'm taking that as a net positive, just because it will take less traps to take care of the same number of people, in theory. And also, I've got enough granite pebbles to make one just kind of right off the bat. And most people aren't too busy right now, so we're, you know, kind of in the point where giving them more things to do are going to be useful for our cause. As much as we want to do all our research, we don't want to like constantly do research for everybody. So sorry. I really did think that I would be over this cough by now, but think I'm still getting up stuff from the bottom of the rocks. Because it's still productive. But I wish it wasn't. There we go. Hopefully that will be enough for now. New lovers, Lalia and Beaker. Now, Lalia is a thing. She's a gourmand, which does help with cooking. So, I'm kind of tempted to keep keep her because like that's also good. But I don't know. We're probably gonna get someone better than her at some point, even if it is way in the future when we have kids. Oh, there's our first harvest of Devil Strand. That will come in big handy. Let's see. So we've mostly got caught up with all of our production, so that's good, but having a handful of that will be very useful. And like last time, I'd like to get some cocoa up and running. I think there's plenty of spots and pockets that I can drop individual ones down in there. It'll be fun, I promise. Now, I don't think I need too much in the way of happiness. Yeah, that's the duplicate people are still sad about losing. Our expectations have improved a bit, which is unfortunate, but we can handle it. We might just need to look through our furniture options. I want to see if there's anything else useful that we can put down. We can eventually swap out for the life totem. We don't need any temperature options. I do want to put one archery target down just because it's okay, that's good. It's clicked off. There is only one option, so alright. Let's go ahead and put those growing areas. Right there. I think that 5 should be more than enough. But even if we need to grow into it, it will. Definitely be a boon. Because we can send it to other groups as a gift. Because we definitely should be doing our best to appreciate ourselves to our neighbors. Though we shouldn't artificially inflate our worth before our people are able to defend themselves well enough to warrant it. Another thing that I have different is that just because I have 5 people here, that's not all our people. We actually have another group over here, which I can zoom out. I turned on a scavenging outpost with how many people? 5 farms. And they're just gonna make stuff for me and drop it right over here. As I send people that I don't want in our main colony, I really should. Oh, that's okay. It's just a small negative of 25%. I'm sure we'll still be able to get through it without like anything terrible happening. I believe it's like every like 4 days that we have to do one of these. So I'll try and be on the ball about that. But hey, that worked out. That should make everybody a little bit happier. And then in a couple days we'll do the next one. Yes, I'm working on that, but they are harvesting first, which is not a bad priority set. How's everyone doing out there? If anyone's watching, please drop a like or, a comment, anything. Either way, I do hope you enjoy. Even if I'm not quite your cup of tea, helping out with the algorithm will help me get to my people. Even if you have to unfollow me afterwards. It'd be really appreciated. There's the first of our Devil Strand clothing. Love that. Okay, we definitely do not want to do that. And we don't need to do either of these. We'll do that one eventually, but not a high priority. Okay. I did want to show you there's also more enemies over here. They have been hovering at about 3,000 points, so they might not be able to attack us anytime soon, but there is a group that is nearby, so hopefully if he gets taken out, we'll still be able to interact with this group over here. And we've got kind of groups everywhere. I just thought that having a central area that's pretty safe would be ideal to start with. Like we did last time when we hit the medieval era, we'll drop a bunch of other groups in that will have kind of the mostly human vibe, I think. we'll add in like our fantasy races and make some of them more rare, so some of them can show up in certain situations. It'd be cool to have, all of our fantasy races show up at least through the medieval era pretty commonly. So right now we do have the elves and the dark elves that were just kind of there, our allies, but it would be a good idea to add them to the other factions, at least at a low percentage chance. And then by the time we hit industrial, we can drop in like the Broken Kingdom faction, whatever you want to call it. I think the way that my settings are, it won't let everyone inside. I don't think that adding a like spacer tech group is going to be a problem if I set the world tech level to a specific power level. I really need to get Hyena out or tamed eventually. Sclerosis. Sclerosis. I've always wanted to have one of those. Never get the never did prioritize getting the psychic type into my party. At least I think it was just psychic type. I can't remember what the secondary is off the top of my head. Anyway. There we go. Now I should clear home area to just the wall itself, I think. And with the inside. Don't want to do that over here. Just because of all the food. I think past that, though, we don't want to... I don't want to leave all that just because I think there's a horseshoe pin in there somewhere. Hoopstone, something. Either way, they've been pretty happy, so... I'm gonna leave it. Let's see, they're the one that's the most uncomfortable, and 4 days they'll be much better. One thing that I know I can do that I should is actually to chop all the wood in the area, and then cut plants in a 4 wide. Hopefully that doesn't drive them insane. It will help keep the fire back too. Of course, it looks like it's going to be the slow, painful sort of fire, where it takes forever, because they only want to do 1 or 2 at a time. Hopefully we'll get some rain here in a moment. It is a mechanic of the game. After a big enough fire that sends a rainstorm. Slowly put it out. Definitely don't want that spreading into our food. There's our rainstorm, which should at least stop the fire from spreading, which will slowly let it just consume what it's on and then burn itself out. I'd say these were a success. They do take a little bit longer to manage, but I've not seen them get hit with before we rebuild, so I think that's a winning position at the moment. And that in chat. Oh, totally have had my headphones off this whole time. My apologies. You probably hear everything double. They were charging. There we go. So yeah, we're good to go, and I'm not making a bunch of noise, and I fixed the fuzz issue since last time. Gotta love sound reduction. Simple AI tools. Not the stupid stuff like AI art. Not into that. But there are some things that we can offload to AI, like math, to a point. Gotta have statistics literacy too. That's very important. Gotta be able to tell when people who are trying to control you are trying to screw you over. Sorry if you're hearing my roommate. What can you do? We are going to be moving soon, so he won't be going away, but we will have more room between us to avoid too much sound. I'm definitely looking forward to having a more private option for recording. We're going to end up doing music and probably some art. My partner while we game and stuff. Heck, we're also even gonna pick up some instruments. There's a viola in the house that we're gonna give some TLC to, and hopefully she'll repay us in some lovely music. Oh, Beaker almost finished it. How much work? 56. Yeah, that's a while. Okay, we've got some visitors. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it did get done before we got attacked again. And we got Laura back on researching. Let's see me to see if there's anything we could trade for. I could part with, say, 10 herbal medicine. And we could also sell a handful of coffee. And let's go ahead and talk to them again and be like, hey, so yeah, that silver that you just gave me, you can have it back. You don't need your money. Basically, as we add more products like that, we'll increase the amount of money we end up getting for it, and then we'll increase the amount of money we're giving to them, which will increase the amount of relationship that we get with them, which it all compounds back onto assisting us. Things are happening all around us. Just have to be open to them. Sure, people can be problematic, but oh my. Thunderous great bow. Is that a... Oh my. A great bow with customized parts. It is a unique weapon. It's ugly. But hey, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and give that to Simi. Eventually, if we can, I'd like to switch back out to running people around with long-range weaponry. Just because I know we'd be able to handle it. Especially if we have a combination of long and medium range weapons. Oh, right. see. Oh, it's exchanging scientific discoveries. That'll be good. Let us send a group. Well, not a group. We're gonna send. Actually, who is our best researcher? I think that's Lara. Yeah, let's send Lara. Trout. There's the expo. We've got plenty of food. We don't need to send him with anything special. He's got the tent. He'll be happy. Can send the animal, but it won't do much. Awesome. Okay, it's just gonna be the four of us. That's okay. It is encouraging that they are getting a lot more research done. Got another day. I'm gonna be able to take the road most of the way. I do think it'll be important eventually to get them a vehicle for outbound missions. Oh, I should probably pass these down. Oh, oh. Yeah, there we go. So I think everyone's traded up. I've been looking over here also in the anomaly pack. Here's all of our stuff. Hopefully we will see some of it as we go without taking over our playthrough. We definitely should look into advanced psychic rituals if it's available in our next pool. Chubchu. Cubchu? Cubchu. I just need to take care of them. A masterwork drink of foe would be good. Fossilized dino wouldn't be bad, but that's quite a bit of money. Don't think I want anything at the moment. Can always come back to quests eventually. They will come back around, I promise. Especially the important ones. Should check on Lara. Looks like he's about halfway there. What is this doing? Okay, it's still below our activity level. Try and get as much research out of the obelisk as I can before I destroy it. Having an occasional double we have to kill isn't the worst option. Just had a hummingbird peeking in the window. Wonder what he was looking for. Food, probably. Maybe saw a reflection of himself. Who knows? It's gonna take me quite a long time at this rate. Oh, I know what we should do. Have a drum party. As a matter of fact, do we have enough? Something? Cloth is good. The more of these that we have, the better. Unforgettable. Everyone gets a plus 16 mood boost. Though it does not seem that we got anything too crazy from it. The next time we will have a third drum. If not a fourth, why not? We're gonna need more wood. The eternal struggle. At least in the early game. As we wean ourselves off of it. As we get more electricity going, that will be less of an issue. Review notes aren't doing as well as they were last time, and I want to say that that's probably because we got a free psychic pawn. And that's probably not great, but you know, we don't have to worry about that causing an increase in our pawn's worth. Alright, looks like you got there. As this year's theme is exchanging scientific discoveries, there are many experts on that topic here. Most of them are preparing, while others have already started showing off their skills. Expo's a hodgepodge of stalls, some modest and made of locally sourced materials, while others are high-tech prefabs from herb worlds. They form a circle around the main stage, where the scene takes place in the middle of a village. Surely it'll be used for something more useful later. Let's get started. Settling in easily, a powerful orator and great scholar explains you nothing about the complexities of the universe. Instead, they reveal its simplicities. You learn about overclocking, getting more performance by tweaking the millivoltage coursing through the half-moon coil windings on the reed switches. The psychic emanator now has an increased range and effect at the cost of an increased power consumption and longevity. Since you don't have it yet, they gave you the psychic emanator. Okay. Can I get that home? No. Oh, he might just be able to go. Let's see. It is going to take him 2 days, but I think he can bring it home. I don't know what that does, and I don't know how we got it, but I'll take it. Hopefully that's not actually going to give us anything too overpowered. But you know what? I'm not going to turn anything down at this point. What are we doing on this? Perfect. It looks like we get research every time we interact with it, so keeping the activity down will be a good idea. Very excited to get back into the medieval era. So, this whole nothing happening thing is definitely for the birds. Speaking of the birds, let's go check on our wildlife. Got more we can take care of. We definitely need to go through and clean out some of our other mobs. Not that we want to get rid of everything, but you know, we don't need a billion Pokemon hanging around. And every time we kill a non-Pokemon, we have a chance of getting a Pokemon in its place, which means we have more non-huntable animals. At least at our current power levels. We can definitely try and capture some of them later on. Like, we have the apricorn balls, but I don't believe that's going to work on very much more than like the most basic of Pokemon at really low levels. So I kind of just want to avoid using them at all, just because we don't really need a bunch of animals anyway. Because all they're really good for is combat pets, which is definitely going to be a big thing, I think. I'd really like for everyone to technically be a trainer, have a Pokemon or two. Okay, about a fifth of the way through. So I think we're doing about as well as we have been. Oh, I forgot to set this up. So you have, let's say, yeah, 110. Why not? We don't really need any buildings. What does Sergey have? He's definitely our most our most enthusiastic fighter. For the minor crafter, I'm pretty happy with him. I can actually do that. Okay. So we can build this anywhere we want. I kind of want to build it here. I think we can make it out of our pebbles. If not, we'll make it out of wood. Okay, place blueprints. Yeah, let's do the granite pebbles. That should be fine. It'll just happen over time. Yeah, that's a decent way. I'm definitely down to keep someone around who is mostly our protector class. It's definitely easier to keep around than someone who, say, goes crazy and eats a bunch of food every now and then. Like a certain someone. And again, we are going to wait until we get complex furniture so we can get the school table, and that will help our help us get some children. I need to cancel that. I want to do it here. Give me that little bit of extra bonus. We have up to 6 drums, but we don't yet. Probably get on that eventually. Had a fun one. Good. A good mood boost. And a small bonus to development points. Not that we're too in a hurry to advance again. I think we do need a psychic first, which will probably be semi if we can intentionally do it, you know? How is Lara doing? He's gone quite a bit, so he's got 1.3 days left. Definitely aren't gonna need too many more crafters. It'll be sure helpful if we get a quest that requires us to make a bunch of stuff. I think we could handle it if we really needed to. But I don't want to rely on quests for things. Just because, like, it's so easy to get a bunch of things for free, and then, like, it doesn't help enough to actually protect itself. Okay, we are still getting... Oh, shoot. Beaker needs to come convert. Where is she, Layla? They're already out in the open. And that is a net boost, even though I waited a little too long, I think. We will slowly convert her. We're in no hurry, though. Just active dinosaur site. That would be a place to go eventually, but I don't think we're too in a hurry to get a bunch of dinosaurs. I think if we can find an intelligent one that can do more around our base, then we will highly consider them, especially if they give us good armor when they get slaughtered. I definitely would love to have like a heavy armor, like pet that, you know, we can use as both a body shield and a literal shield. How are you doing, Laura? Disease, plague, who? Laura. Okay, well, we've got to wait for him, but hopefully we can get him in bed in time and get a good so the care taken to him, and that will hopefully be enough. It's a big thing about this time period. It seems like all of the different diseases just hit you over and over again because there's nothing else that'll hit you. Okay, just gotta keep going, business as usual. More of our teeny building done. We will probably tear it down after whatever predefined time it is. Which active should be this one. 27 days. We can get back to that whenever. Getting plenty of work done. Laura won't be able to do too much when he gets back, but hopefully we will be able to save him. Let's see. So he's got plenty of food. Good, we got another crop of medicine. Not that we think we're running low. What are we doing? Still not 1,000. Is because we are keeping them so active, working on the structure. Oh no, we can't. Hmm. Oh no, place. Okay. So, okay, all of this stuff should be the wood, but oh, we're gonna have to cancel all of these that got placed with concrete. I'm glad I saw it now. Still a granite. Okay. Oh no. I don't think I can do this because I don't have the... Okay, I have an idea. If we could deconstruct this, perhaps we can build something out of it. Also, let's see, floors. remove all the floor and see if any of that comes out. All right. Okay, Laro. How is your health? Okay, your plague is worse. We got a good tend in. Let's see. I think we are healing a little bit faster. I'm not gonna hold my breath, honestly. Because again, we have someone else if we really need to. Oh, is that my kitty cat? I will be right back. Let the cat in. Oh boy, he's gonna die. Oh, that's... I'm really scared. Drifters desire aid. Medicine? I do not see that there. Thought I clicked on. 15 herbal. Jeez. Okay. Alright, let's keep an eye on him. Oh, we've definitely closed the gap, that's for sure. But it might have been this last 10 that really sealed the deal here. Oh, we can... No, we can't. Probably should have held on to that. Oh, there's our psychic emanator. Yeah, and it's not going to do anything until we are able to power it. Oh boy. Really hope we have those. Looks like it might be the case. Alright, let's check in on him again. Oh, here he goes. We lost a good man. Luckily not one of our super important ones, but is definitely... Nope, nope, cancel that. Build copy. Now, what was Laro doing? He was construction, mining, plant, social, intellectual. He was a lot of things, my friends. I don't think it's anything that we are really going to miss out on. Can get someone to mine, we can get someone to handle animals. The show will go on. Okay, it does look like we're going to be able to handle all of the floors in there. We got traders. That's good. Always sell more coffee. I don't want to sell our pemmican or go ahead and sell our extra weapons. We're gonna make better stuff than that anyway. And then you just turn around. So trade again. And you give them a gift of their own silver. And it doesn't do anything because 42 silver is not very much. Do we have some more shelf-stable food? Last a whole year. Love to hear that. Keep bringing those in. That way when we send people off for traveling, we're not going to send them off for 3 days because they only have 3 days worth of food. Alright. Alright, that's looking good. Hopefully there will be enough between all of them. Worst case, I can mix and match and put in other pieces from... There are other ruins, right? Yeah, okay, there's at least one other set of ruins. Hopefully that'll be enough. Fingers crossed. Four each, that's 16 left. Two each there, that's 7. Let's make sure before we do anything rash. And also, how are we doing on the... Should be inactive. Okay, I have 8 more days. We're doing good though. Well, I think we've actually got it. That's 4 there. As long as the other one gives us... The other two gives us 2 each. Hey. So that means we're done on that front. Beautiful. And let's see what Sergey can do. He can hunt. He can't hunt because he's our melee guy for now. And we can leave him doing that. Let's make sure he cleans first. But otherwise he will be a worthy addition. What did I add? Yeah, he can focus on that. And then if he wants to participate in research, we can make that happen. We are going to have to convert him. I realize now. Which we should finish with Layla first. Which we're doing good. Just gotta keep it up and keep an eye on when that unlocks each time. So we're doing good. I do think we should do another event. Good stuff. Nobody came, but that's okay. And I can't remember what your fast learner single file and small. So I definitely want to get a vampire at some point because he will feed them. I'm definitely down for that vibe. I am eventually going to start turning at least my favorite columnist into immortal unstoppable gods, but you know, that will come in time. We've definitely fallen down on our research since we lost a dear friend. May he rest in peace. Okay, which, yeah, we've done quite a bit of work on that. It's never going to be perfect, but extra research is good. I should wait a couple days. That one is available. It's definitely going to push me into reporting at some point if I'm going to have to open the door. I'll have to see about that. Either way, I do want to get as much time happening as possible. Oh, it looks like we are dropping frames like crazy. Maybe I can adjust our streaming rate. Doesn't look like I can apply that right now. Maybe that's the thing that I've gotta come back. Hello? There we go. Okay. Try and get a little bit more research done. Trying not to spend forever just in the tribal stages. But mostly I wanted to get rid of those extra cornerstone points just because I understand eventually we will be incredibly overpowered in ways that the AI will never be. But I want that to be a slow and gradual process. That we become that and not, everything right away. Very good. Hoping to get a little closer to 2,000 before I log off. We'll definitely see. Looks like we haven't passed our schedule onto our new people. How are we doing? It's been 1 day. We'll wait a little bit longer. And hopefully, like last time, the other 3 won't take quite as long. Just because we will have spent a little bit more time and probably gotten at least 1 more tribe mate. Surprised we haven't seen anything in a while, which probably means I've cursed myself and we're gonna get attacked any moment now. I think they gave me a bonus after our friend died. Have our minified thing. Okay, marriage is on for Beaker, Eulalia, Layla. I keep reading that wrong. It's probably because I'm not reading it and I'm trying to rely on my memory. Which, if any of you watch me for any amount of time, you will realize that that is the case. I don't have a great memory. For certain things I do, but just I don't control the remember. I hope you all understand. I just want to get into the area where I can get more research, and there's the disease. Sergei and Simi. Though I believe malaria is one of the ones that we don't have to worry about as long as we keep it treated. Okay. We'll just have to hold our breath. I think we're gonna get good 10 qualities out of people. We definitely need to perform more surgeries on people. Okay. Gotta make sure that we have a food person. Tratrin and Sergey. I don't think we have much to worry about at the moment. Should be able to wait this out. Yeah, we've almost pulled a full percentage point lead. This is the most stressful part of this section of the game. Just because that basic medicine really does hit different. Should probably build at least a small hospital. Alright, it's starting to get a little out of hand. So let's shrink this again. If we need any less than that, we can do it again. It's fine. It should be time now. Yeah, there we go. Get everyone inside. Hopefully it will go around and step on our traps, and we won't even have to break the event. Perfect. Gotta love a well-oiled machine. Okay, we shouldn't do this again until they're better, but I think we'll be fine. Now, go lay down. Unforgettable. And we gained a bunch of goodwill with another group. That's good. We should... That might be a thing that we keep the Raging Terror happy at us. Through no actual direct action. They just like that we play drums in our house halfway around the world. Yes. Let's take a look again. I think we're out of the woods. Just not like way ahead of it. I mean, we're definitely up there. So I don't think we have much to worry about. I do want to look at my guys over here again. Because Bamboo is a Granlinkin, which is very good for many things, but I don't want to end up making a bunch of female plant babies. It would severely limit how many kids I can have. Rowdy Delicate. We don't want Nagus. Chemical Fascination is a no for me. And most Yatkin I'm kind of just not happy with, and they're delicate, so it kind of seals it for them. So, yeah, I can't really risk having any of those in here. How are we doing wealth-wise? It's definitely a new high for this colony. Though I don't think we're in too much trouble. I think Sergey is the one I need to watch the most, but he's already 3 points up. Silver or meteorite. Well, that's a convenient spot for it to drop. 5.12. Let's see. Still not seeing much that I want to capture and raise. So I'm going to keep my eyes out. Though they will probably only come through like what am I talking about? Like we'll only see them when we see caravans. Though that's not the end of the world. We will see plenty of those after all. Oh, good thing they didn't come through the side. Let's go ahead and cancel that one. And cancel that one. Oh. And then cancel that one. All of y'all can go. And then let's put security pebble spike traps in. And while we defended that one pretty handily, we can do it better by putting in more. I don't think I meant to hit that. Okay, well, I think that's good for now. How are you doing? Okay. We're still 5 points up. About 4 points. And you are probably way outstripping. That's good. Okay. We have to have Beaker hit Layla again. Just because we gotta get the conversions done. It will help our happiness overall, I think. Let's wait a little bit longer for the next drum party. Are they treating it as a wreck? Either way, I'm happy with it. Oh shoot, and we have cocoa trees half grown. That's a sight for sore